Hello, today we are going to teach you guys how to resurface a bathtub. It is fairly easy. There are a few tricks and you gotta kind of just stay ahead of things so you don't mess nothing up. First, you get in there and you scrub the whole entire bathtub down. I'm on that right now.
So we get rid of those corners. Make sure everything up here is really nice. Do the full coverage, try and get all of this grime off so we can get a good appearance. We can get a drink scrubby and a silver scrubby after. So that you can get everything off.
Dry the whole entire bathtub so there's no moisture left. Make sure you get all the corners. Make sure you get full coverage. This is a part of our tips and tricks section, and this can be a problem. A dripping, leaky faucet in your bathtub while you're reglazing a bathtub. What has happened in previous times when I tried to leave this and work around it, this whole section right here ends up with splashes everywhere. So you do not want splashes. This needs to have a good surface. You could literally put a bucket right here hooked on the top to catch all of this water while you're working. This does take a few hours, so you may need a few buckets and you will need to stay on top of making sure that the bucket does not spill so you could get a proper surfacing. Now we are on taping off for prep. On the back of the walls, there was a little bit of moisture along this section. All you do is wipe it with a dry rag, let it dry, and then begin to line up your section. Since I only have one hand, it's a little harder. But you'll basically just get as close up to that as you can. See, it's a little over right here. You lift that up so it's right on the proper line, that it's lined up perfectly so that you get a nice even line. And there we are. Boom. That's your first taped off section. You could tighten it up, line it up a little bit on there. That's how the first section goes. I'll show you the end. Basically, boom. Something like that. This is how it looks after I taped it up. Then that just drips into there slowly and you gotta monitor the drip bucket. One final tip before we begin. All of this line obviously is gonna get painted. So make sure anything right at the edge of your tape line that you want that painted, that is exactly where you want your stuff. See right at the end, I seen a little spot that got missed. You just wanna make sure everything's good. Make sure this tape line is nice and even. If you have a drip, make sure you're ready for that and prepared. Go all along the line to make sure it looks perfectly how you want this. And now we will begin. Even coverage. And look, there's a little piece stuck into our stuff. So with these little tiny pieces, you have to make sure that you get on there before it dries. Boom. Elect a little fingerprint, give it a light, and now it's gone. Nice even coverage. Don't stay too long, or else it's going to give you a line of paint, and that's not what you want. You want nice even coverage. See, that's that first coat. Still has a lot of blemishes, but we can fix those on the second coat and really blend it in. This is the first coat. You can see it's not blemished, like when you're going over it. Basically just the first coat. This bucket dropped multiple times. Luckily the water was contained and I was able to tape it back up. Look at it falling right now as we're speaking. Oh, don't let it fall. And if it does, just try and make sure you're holding it, taping it, whatever, and yeah, you'll be good. Put a bunch of extra tape. And that's what it looks like after the second coat. Filled in all those blemishes. On here you can actively see, oh, that's just a reflection. Right there, it looks like a blemish. And if you do see any blemishes, you could still touch those up. But we're liking what we see. We got nice tight lines all the way around. Damn. Got this thing looking good. Down in the glazed tub.